Hey there, everyone. It's Lumen. It's a tournament game against William, Marushka, and Bigfoot. You can check out Marushka and William's goings on there if they are streaming. I believe William is doing this game as part of Two Win Tuesday. This opening pack has choices for me. The more or less obvious pick is Assistant Tiller. With how rough plows can be in Revised Edition, and the amount of combo potential of having this in hand hidden, there's a lot of stuff that this works well with. However, there's some other good stuff here. Haydryer and Game Catcher kind of do the same thing. Get you relatively early cows, though I guess having both means that I can probably wheel one. And then Reno Preparer is potentially Busto. I actually did some work on... No, never mind. I don't remember the ruling I did for that. Okay, so at the end of each work phase in which you occupy either basic clay or basic reed while the other's unoccupied, you get a veg. Sheep Inspector is really expensive for an extra peep. What am I wheeling out of here? With the right combo, Sheep Inspector can be great for me with Assistant Tiller, but I'm not going to bank on that happening. Layabout is probably not the right option for me with Assistant Tiller. Okay. And let's find the day labor combos. Resource Recycler can be okay. Butler doesn't go as well with... oh, day labor combo. Hey, look. Food, Boar on the next three. Good enough for me. Henpecked Husband is build a room with your second action. That's not very reliable. Animal Rights Activist is okay. You get a food for each type up to 3 that breed on your opponent's farms. You get a sow after anyone uses sow bake. That's not bad. Resource Recycler and Butler are both situationally good. They kind of go together. Like if... the 6 rooms guarantees Butler. I kind of feel obligated to do day labor stuff here, though. There's enough combos with day labor stuff, I think. I hope you're all doing well out there in chat, acknowledging that this is not a very high communication game that's about to happen between me and you all. Okay, so we have Resource Recycler twice. That's fun. If everyone else has more rooms than you. If two stables on the same turn, you get a cow. Nutrition expert, if I can get some crops, it's fine. Hardworking man might be too hard to pull off. Animal activist, could be okay. Resource recycler number 2. Patch caretaker is good. I'm going to take patch caretaker. Gives me vegetables for sure when I'm already going to have easy fields. Hardworking man, not really sure how good it'll be for me. Nutrition expert coming back would be great. It's definitely looking like a hearth game for me. With pigs and veg. I'm very curious to see what comes back out of my first pack. I think one of the ox that can duplicate is, or at least one of them is like a really high pick potentially. So, it's going to be impossible to moderate that. So this one is tricky. You need to have a way to sow in round 14. There is the sewing director in pack 2. This card looks fun, but really hard to manage and doesn't fit my style very well. I like to hoard the wood. So I'll just take Gardening Head Official. What got taken here? Hay dryer. Maybe one other that I highlighted? I think this was just too solid of a pack for me to track this very well. Game Catcher's okay, but I already have my pigs. I think Reno Preparer is the right pick with at least one resource recycler possibly coming back to me. And, I mean, I don't think Sheep Inspector gives me anything useful. I don't think Game Catcher gives me more than a cow. Layabout, I should have enough. Yeah, so there's really not enough reason for me to do it. Here, I think Sewing Director is going to be a good play. I don't see myself fencing multiple times unless I get that miner which builds fences for you. But that would be amazing. I think Sewing Director's fine. Stable Hand is a riskier but also good pick, I think. Okay. These are all quite pickable. Hardworking Man only because I'm playing Assistant Tiller, Trap Layer. But I don't need the day labor action space available to me. That'll just, like, happen all the time no matter what. So I think I'm taking Nutrition Expert as my feeding plan, hoping to find some grain in this draft and hitting day labor a bunch. Craft Brewery is really high ceiling. Bale of Straw doesn't do anything for me. Harvest Festival planning is fun. Butter Churn is good. Potter's Market is good for not me. Excuse me. What is the plan if I do this? Is to play Sewing Director early, get a grain miner. Both of those are fine things to do. On the rebound, probably get Harvest Festival planning back. Butter Churn's not really good for me. It doesn't give points more than one, so it's unlike Loom in that way. Calcium fertilizers, I'm unlikely to be able to play because I want my fields down fast. Straw manure doesn't make sense for me. Fat sock stretcher. Not great. Well, there's not much here for someone who already has a veg source. Like, Moonshine's not very good, but I'm tempted to take it. The other option is, like, Trellis. Even though I'm getting a bunch of boar already, I mean, it's a free miner. It gives a fences action. How bad could it be? I'm just going to assume Moonshine comes back. Day labor? I see day labor. If you have at least a sheep in a pasture, you get a grain. That's good. Roll over plow I will not need. Trout pool is interesting. Petrified wood is interesting. Small basket I've played a couple times. I like it alright. Yeah, my pastures aren't going to come fast enough for Mineral Feeder to be much good, I think. And Loam Pit is just such an obvious pick here. Alright, so I want a lot of wood early. I want a pasture pretty early for the trap layer pigs. I want a hearth, which I can probably hold off on getting for a while. Well, actually, I don't know if I need a hearth if I play Nutrition Expert. All I need is the grain. Okay, I think I have potential for a big game here. There should be a lot of animals around late in the game. Just because I'm adding pigs to the game, somebody will be adding a ton of cows to the game. No immediate clown strat shows up here for me, which is unfortunate. You always love to play the clown strats. Renoing to stone throws off 2 clay rooms because of the 2 resource recyclers. But at least I didn't pass Reno Preparer. This is a pack. Okay. Oh man, do I hate that I only get 1 from here. Okay. What's the plan? I think I take Truffle Slicer. I'm not quite sure there's enough wood in the game for someone to use Palisades, especially if I use Patch Caretaker Truffle Slicer together. Passing Scales is dumb, but on the other hand, I need no Ox to play, and I'd rather play Tiller first. Ceilings is really good, but I don't know how I'm going to play it. Yeah. I mean, just think about how good Truffle Slicer is for me. I'm going to have the pigs pretty early. Social Benefits I don't think is the right pick for me because you need to read Stone Food into start player with it. Pellet Press turns read into 4 food slowly and costs 2 clay. Could just take Potter's Market. I think it's. I mean, it's one of these three. None of them are amazing. Drinking trough might be the most useful for me. Moonshine came back. Nice. Well, let me do reverse alphabetical order. Okay. Yeah, I don't need that. Corf is... I mean, calcium fertilizers is really good. Oh, and you know this helps win gardening head official. But I probably can't find time to play it. No field tiles, that ain't me. It would have to be like open trap layer or open Ock, start that, then play Ock again and start using the day labor round 2. And I think I'd rather start it in round 1. So that's that. Rollover plow coming back, huh? I definitely don't need the veg anymore. Well, no, that's not true. I didn't take any of the veg options. I don't think I'm going to be taking reed very much. Trout pool has a point on it. Yeah, with 3 watchers, potentially more. With the quiet, you guys can all talk in the room chat. I mean, I don't know. Okay. Sheep round 1, I'm starting 3rd. Good enough for me, I think. Marushka opening Reedstone. Okay, and Bigfoot takes 3 wood. So the question is trap layer or assistant tiller, and I think tiller because trap layer needs a bit more time for the boar to come out. That might scare people, but it's fine. William playing private teacher. Gonna spend a couple extra food here to get Ox out now. Marushka goes 2 wood over 2 clay with sheep round 1. Slightly interesting, but not that much, given how much clay was in the game. Bigfoot gets the 2 clay. William's gonna do his action space here. So I could moonshine. But the reluctance of Ox there says to me I should just get my field. William plays building expert, okay, and potato planter. Marushka opening with 2 reeds, smells like an axe. Bigfoot takes reedstone. Just get this set up, I guess. Gardening head official is probably my next dock. Day labor. Well, they can't block it forever. 3 wood for Marushka. I really hope it's not childless. I probably can take a grain here, honestly. A grain or 2 wood is the play. Bigfoot starts with scales. I should probably just take 2 wood. William wants to take 3 clay next round because it comes with a veg almost certainly. William would get a wood if he gets reedstone here, so I probably just take reedstone even though it's slower for a room. Bigfoot takes it. So I'm going to take the 3 wood. Save gardening head official for a turn where it's going to be really hard for me to get, or where there's not enough wood on the board. But with gardening head official played, I will have enough wood for a pasture. William takes 3 clay, guaranteeing his potatoes. Marushka plays stable planner. Nice. He probably has the 4 woodlock for number of fenced stables. I'm not going to do anything fancy here, just day labor, I think. Bigfoot plays freshman, okay. That would be fun to have. Oh, sewing director gonna be really good. Food, food, field, food, food, pig. William playing layabout and something else. Why does he want 5 ox out. I guess it's not bad, but these ox aren't great. I'm glad it's not childless for Marushka. 4 clay's good in that seat. Start is fine in that seat. Fishing, alright. My first take is 2 read, I think. I don't see Bigfoot taking it. That's also probably William's last chance to use private teacher. That might be the thought process there, given that I'm just going to remove it from the board if William's not using it. Because both ox bases, I mean, Bigfoot's going to be playing ox on Sobake. Passing up 4 wood feels pretty bad. At the same time, I might get it back. Yeah, because William takes Reedstone Food Wood. Marushka could build here, or let me do it. And 4 wood's great, but so is like Upscale Lifestyle with 6 clay on the board. On the other hand, me taking this 6 clay is also pretty good. Too bad I don't have like rammed clay or something like that. Six clay is just too much value when I have easy enough stuff to play here. And a general desire for a cooking hearth. William could easily start to either get 6 wood or 5 food or something along those lines. Oh, also good that I took 2 reed so William doesn't get another veg here so early. Though I had not remembered that. It's just a side effect of doing the right thing, apparently. Oof, Pulverizer Plow. It's a very nice first pick miner. When it comes with a veg. Marushka takes the wood to end the round, preventing 6. William probably opens with Reedstone now. Apologies for the fire truck, everyone, but that's life apparently. William opens Reedstone Food Wood. To no great surprise. Trout Pool will start firing next round. I mean, 3 of my ox I would love to have out. Right now, so Moonshine is a 60% chance. Bigfoot probably builds a room. And I probably Ock if that's the case. Actually, no. Taking 3 wood has to be better. Well, William's taking this spot almost certainly. I could just start Loam Pit. I have enough good things to play. Hold on. Because Reno comes out first, I could go for a Reno Preparer line and get a ton of stone. But I need more reed for that. Because I don't have any discounts. And reed is not the easiest thing in this game, with William doing pulverizer and potatoes. Let me get my cards out here. Bigfoot's taking the 5 sheep. Marushka starts greenhouse. Good timing. I can probably find time to just major minor trout pool loam pit. Something like that. Getting out sewing director soon would be really nice. 5 food would be a lot nicer if my alternative wasn't so strong. Yeah, I'm going to do the hearth instead. It gives me security over a lot of things. The trout pool food would be good tempo, but not super necessary. And we get stone round 6, so a couple of late growth games here. For which my farming cards should do a lot of work. Bigfoot probably takes 4 wood. William didn't do pulverizer. I better build a room here. Just to be safe. Right? Yeah, my second action is so likely to be day labor regardless. Oh, actually, Ox are pretty good. William does Pulverizer. Thinking 2 Reed won't get taken, I think. Marushka getting the 6 food is really strong. William probably wants Hearth too. Bigfoot is gonna sow Obake, or at least go to the space. I can't get a bonus from it right now anyway, so it's fine. Oh. I think you have to be able to sow. I'm not completely sure. If William doesn't take the 3 wood, I get 6. Seems like a good thing here. Weird cards indeed. Yeah, by offering William Reedstone Food Clay, or the hearth that he needs, I get myself 6 wood here. And then I immediately threaten to build another room. Marushka grows with Bale of Straw, which is probably just free. 7th pick or something like that. Yeah, so out of that huge pack William had to start of miners, Scales ended up 7th. Pulverizer Plow was first. I took Truffle Slicer. You have to be able to sow for that one. Lazy Sowman, I remember writing a lot of extras for. Okay. So, I can still take 6 wood because of the build threat. If William wants to do start player. But yeah, that's really nifty. Field Merchant is the exact same decline effect. Playing Mineral Feeder. So that almost came back around to me. Wow. Wow, Bigfoot's got a decline trinity there. That's fun. I mean, it's not good for me, but it could be worse. I'm really hoping to not see a lover or something to that effect. Bigfoot really getting a great spot there. Okay, I don't have to start, but William does have to build. So it's day labor time. Whoops. Yeah, so this should keep me fed. It'll let me play Truffle Slicer. Oh, Henpeck. Well, I forgot about that. But William's not going to take start with it, apparently. Gonna take the Hearth instead. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Should be okay. Because I can grow build this round. I don't think Trout Pool is as important to get out here. Loam Pit and Truffle Slicer, both better. Probably Truffle Slicer first. Three stone on the board. So I need to always have a pig for this. I do need to build second action because it's likely Marushka or Bigfoot. At least one of them will build. It would be really hard to imagine that not happening. William really has 4 stone, huh? At this point, I don't think Nutrition Expert's very playable. It's really just Sowing Director and Patch Caretaker to round out my options. Or my ox, I should say. Trout Pool, Trellis, or Trout Pool, Loam Pit, followed by Trellis, Drinking Trough. Craft Brewery's kind of dead. Very different growing round 8 in a round 7 growth game compared to growing in round 5. I could, of course, just take 3 wood now and start buying points. But with Patch Caretaker up, that is a lot better. Just like spam 2 wood, 1 wood. And destroy the wood supply for everyone else. Get points, get veg. I can probably just win the game that way. Getting a 4th peep and going into wood and patch caretaker and day labor occasionally should be a good plan for me. Sowing director might be one of the last, might only hit in the last couple rounds, but its effect should be pretty strong. Lazy Sowman's best use is be start player in round 14 and hit plow sow without sowing a couple times, and then get extra plows for your plow sow. Alright, Marushka does take Reedstone after William takes the 2 reeds, so I am going to build here. In lieu of 3 stone. Play-by-play says Bigfoot is fencing. No stables here. I'm glad I have a lot of decent miners to start player with. NPRS for potential moonshines. I feel really good about my position right now. Marushka's getting some good resource actions, though. 3 stone, pretty strong. Basically locks up the well if he wants it. His feeding is starting to be a bit suspicious, but can first pick 6 food next round, I would assume. Bigfoot's probably taking 3 sheep here if he can. And gets a grain at the end of this round. Yeah, that's good. I wonder if Haydryer ended up with Bigfoot. Or if it's just dead in someone's hand right now. Because that card's pretty good. Marushka fishes. Might be trying to start build. Bigfoot plows. So Marushka has space for 3 animals. Butter churn is worth of food with 3 sheep. That would leave 4 stone on the board. William growing with swimming class. Can eat the veg. Is he gonna plan on taking 1 fish with his last action? Marushka 4 stone, probably, but maybe 4 sheep. I don't have any problems taking either of those. With the backup plan being 4 wood, patch caretaker 2 wood. And I have just enough food to feed that way. I have 1 extra food because of the onboard stuff. Alright, Marushka takes the sheep. I like to see it. I could start player, but 4 stone is a lot of stone. William is looking like fishing. Yeah, 2 points and saving a veg. Marushka probably is building. So I will play... Okay, Bigfoot taking the wood. That's fine. So I'm going to start Loam Pit. Right? I don't have to start right now, actually. And I actually can't afford Loam Pit. Ugh. Unless I just day labor last action. Which wouldn't be the worst thing, honestly. I am a bit short on food right now. I also might regret not having the well later. If Marushka builds, I'll start Trellis, I think. If he doesn't... My line is a lot less clear, but it's probably day labor. Bigfoot is probably so awking. It's the right time to sow grain. The Auk is free. It's a lot of good reasons to do that. Yeah, it is a tough spot. I could also just play Trout Pool on start player for the point. Unlikely that I end up getting food from it. It looks like Marushka settles on fencing, though, which is fantastic news for me. Absolutely fantastic news. I'm getting to grow next round without any competition. Growing around after growth flips and 3 rounds after growth flips in a late growth game. That's got to be pretty good. I have ways to get points. I have ways to get food and resources. I think, I have my fields already. I'm going to have a way to sow or not be sow blocked. With my extra actions, I'm going to just be spamming wood. I don't have much else to do with my actions besides spam wood and day labor. Parrot breeder. Huh. Reedstone is my other option. Can't be as strong as this. I can grow with an earlier action if I want to trigger Loam Pit on Daylabe. William opens 4 wood. Probably builds a room with the second action. So I'll need to grow second anyway. That's fine. I can probably Ock. Marushka gets the 2 pigs. That got a lot of animals on the farm already. Maybe Haydryer is there. Bigfoot takes the 6 clay. Probably clay oven. Alright, is the right Ock patch caretaker or sewing director? I think it's patch caretaker. William does build a room. I think I'm going to be taking wood way too aggressively for William to end up with a great score here. Marushka plows. Bigfoot is starting, apparently. That's really fun. It gives me a chance to... I don't think I'll hit 3-2-2 wood next round, but... it's not the craziest thing that could happen. Oh, nice. This one's fun. So you got field phase and a major minor, which Bigfoot can decline for a veg, but takes the clay oven. Sure. Makes sense. And gets scales food. William gets the clay action here and hopes the reed doesn't get taken, so he gets a potato if that ends up happening. Yeah, getting to 4 actions is absolutely amazing, and I would even suggest necessary for my game here. There's a small chance I could win this one on 3 people, but with 4 people, my chances go way up. Just being able to put my 4th person on day labor, being able to spend a bunch of actions taking a bit of wood, it's going to be really strong. So my last action here is day laborer. Marushka, I would guess, takes 3 wood here. Still quite a good action given the state of the board. Still expecting that Ak from Marushka to give 2 points to whoever has the most pastures with stables. I do want to fence by round 12 so that I can have the breeding boar finally. Bigfoot thinks. Play-by-play says he's considering Reedstone food and Sobake. This to lead into 2 cows, I would presume. Alright, one of the resource recyclers, that means Sobake. It's an okay action space, you could say. Yes. It's the new clay pit, and it's just 1 food worse. William is renoing with stone oven with no grain, but does get a veg at the end of this round. Potato planter hitting for the 2nd time. So my plan is 3 wood minus a food, 2 wood minus a food plus a vegetable, 2 wood minus a food plus a vegetable. I'm going to end with 6 or 7 fields, I think. Mineral feeder hitting for Bigfoot, yeah. Reedstone food wood for William. Marushka Reed Seller. This is the Reed Profiteer. I would... no... Bigfoot offers, and William is being silent. I'd probably buy one at some point, but I don't need to buy it now. Bigfoot's at 5 and 5, so he can... So, but he's taking sheep here, it looks like. My farm should come together very fast here. Bigfoot renos with nothing to get a veg. What's the food from? Yeah, okay. No food. William fishes for 2 so he can grow here. Oh my god, it's a chapel. Oh gosh, one of the most game-altering cards around. I need some grain now. I don't have a great answer there. Oh, William wanted to take Forest Inn out of the game, I assume. Alright, this is a steal for me here. Yeah, it breaks a lot. Master Forester all over again. Marushka almost certainly visiting the chapel here. Sell 3 reed, huh? I could travel for 5. I think I won't buy. My food isn't quite strong enough at this point. I want to be able to keep hitting Truffle Slicer. I do have to eat a pig here. Day labor gives me 1 more round to hit the stuff. It's better than just taking 5 food. The only other choice here really is grain or sow. I mean, grain would be great. So I think I buy the next reed Marushka sells. I only need a reedstone food to be able to reno pottery. Pottery's good this game. I do want to keep hitting the wood right now, given that I haven't played trellises. I could start trellises. That could be pretty good. I don't think I'd end up with the board take here, but it is 3 food when I fence, basically. Alternatively, I could just play Trout Pool. William has eaten both his potatoes. Bigfoot took 3 wood. Trellis or Trout Pool? So, let's see. 2 boar probably won't make it around, like I was saying, but it's okay. I could play Sewing Director next. This is a good clay action for William. He can buy pottery now. Marushka plows. Bigfoot probably takes the boar. Kills 3 sheep. It's good action for him. But it looks like, no, I get the trellises. Wow, that's good for me. And I believe my best layout of fences is like this because I have drinking trough. Sobake is likely to be taken how many more times this game? Sewing Director actually doesn't do much for me here. Taking these two actions is 3 wood, 2 points, a veg, minus 2 food. A grain and Sewing Director is pretty good. Marushka renovates with ceilings. Yeah, that pack was so good. At least I got Loam Pit out of it, jeesh. Bigfoot's taking the stone. He's gonna need it for renovating his house at the end of the game. I'll let Sewing Director ride a little longer. I don't want too much wood in this game. William gets reed stone food there. William going Basket Maker's Workshop here. Next round probably is building a room with his second action. I'm growing because I can afford it. Reedstone, Ock. Reedstone's probably a bit lower in my priority list. William has to be a bit careful with this first action because it comes off the board when Henpecked Husband is used. So actually William's having, well, he has no wood. A lot of his game plan's coming together, though. It's just that there's no wood. Bigfoot, I mean, Plowsow's amazing here. I think it means that I can delay my Sewing Director more. So I go for 2 sheep, ock, and grain. Oh, okay. Plow and lazy sowman hops too. Yeah, okay. So that means Bigfoot's sowing last action, which means I should play the sowing director here. Later this round, 2 sheep, grain, both fine enough. I have 1 more fence action left to go if I want it. Reno Q doesn't look very tight. Marushka with a Reedstone food can Reno. William's not going to. Bigfoot's going to. Okay, so maybe I'm not Renoing. Not really what I was hoping for, but it's fine. I should be careful on how many veg I sow here. Bigfoot is so baking. Is anyone really going to have more than 3 veg in fields? No one can play that thing. Marushka is looking like 2. Plowso getting all the way to Bigfoot's kind of funny. William takes 2 reed, hoping for a veg, gonna get fishing, and then gonna grow, it looks like. If I were Marushka, I probably wouldn't Reno here. Oh, I had the math wrong in my head. Sowing 3 is totally correct. I could and should eat 2 pigs. Grain is a fine last action. 7 food's not bad either. It finishes my feeding, basically. Marushka thinks the same. Bigfoot's out. I believe it's just grain for me, which doesn't get sown. Oh, my feeding's done anyway. What am I saying? Ice Day start next round? It's pretty cool. Yeah. Reedstone for me leads to Plowsow, Reno Fence, Clay Room, Reno Major. Did you get a veg end of 12? I do get defense, regardless. This is enough for pottery. Whoa. So Bigfoot can get growth without room or renovate. Renovate's one more point, one less food. I guess Parrot Breeder can let him use Reno Fence. Though if he doesn't Reno and lets me Reno, then he gets one more room. Needed the 2 boar. I mean, this action is way too efficient for me to not do. Oh, it doesn't trigger the clay room because I'm going to clay. That's handy. Day labor is still better for me than... and I need to keep a peep for sow at the end. So let's see. This is fences. Fences something sow. Fences clay or cow sow. Fences day labor sow. Fences is worth 3 points because of how I will be able to breed points. Bigfoot uses Parrot Breeder to grow. Neat. I think I have this one pretty easily. Marushka plows instead of going to the chapel? Oh, because someone else going to the chapel gives him a grain. I see. Dwelling plan. Oh, this is a reno. Cool. What's Bigfoot's last action? How many points has he got? 40? 42 maybe? No, I have that destroyed. Okay, so I should be good. Yeah, I should be good here. I could take a cheeky grain, but that's probably not the right play. Day labor first and then cow? No. I think I do have to eat a point of animals. No, I don't. That wasn't a good play. Might have lost 1 point there, but I think it's alright. Hi, Rilo. Welcome to this side of things where a plan has actually been executed. And I say that no offense to William. I mean that in only yay, I finally did something right. Yeah. I mean, this win is so big for me. I have the loss in the first game. And it looks like this one might end in reverse order. I haven't looked at the specifics, but if it does, then we have like a game 3 that means everything. It should be fun. We'll see if Bigfoot sows here. That would really make my day. Yes, he does. And let's limit points from everyone else. Could chapel, could just take this. Yeah, that's definitely weird. That is definitely weird, Rilo. Alrighty. So I'm the only one with gardening head official. $47 plus. Hey. That is a good score. Woo! Yeah, Truffle Slicer, Patch Caretaker, it's a good combo. Ooh, I can breathe again. William 36, Marushka 40, Bigfoot 43. So I think that did reverse the order of game one. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's my first win in a while. Maybe 3 or 4 tournament games. I only won 1 game in round 2, I think. Maybe 2, but it might have been 1. But yeah, okay. Let's check these standings. I mean... it's AG2. It's AG2, you know. Alright, overlay off, yeah, and tournament overlay off. Last card can take a breather. Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay, so that is it for this game. Thanks very much for watching. I'm glad to finally deliver a solid game, solid result here. Take care, everyone. I believe we're doing this one more time next week, but you can always check the forums, Play-Agricola.com/forums, if you are curious about that. So thanks again, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.